A new chapter, a new update is coming to Conan Exiles, and it's supposedly coming very soon. If you had a keen eye though, you would have been keeping an eye on their Twitter, where they have been spoiling a bunch of special images on different things, and one of them has something in common in particular, that being the red gem you can see in several different images. They even have a video looking at the red gem specifically. Now, I have a really good idea what this is about, but you have to hold on a bit into the video before I explain what this could be and what I highly suspect it is. And that is because if you're watching this video on the day of its release, or maybe even tomorrow, which today is the 19th of February, basically, on the 20th of February, they're doing a developer live stream, and I'm going to be there as well, doing a little hype-up party thing. So I'm going to hopefully be streaming it as well if enough people are interested. So yeah, if you were interested in that, meet me there tomorrow at the times presented on screen. So for me, it's going to be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but make sure you translate it to your time code. Alrighty then, should we get into what this actual red object might be that I might suspect it is? I highly suspect this thing to be the Heart of Ahriman. What is the Heart of Ahriman, you might ask? Well, it's actually something in the Conan lore that you can read up all about. It's even on the Hyboria page. But this would be my best guess on what this could be about, and it is perhaps we get to delve into it a little more. But it would make sense to me if it is this, and I'll tell you why. The Heart of Ahriman is a large crystalline gem. It is intricately faceted, and it also glows from within. The Lemurians brought it from the east and used it to establish the sorceress empire of Acheron, hence the sorceress. It was kept in the empire's capital city for quite a long time, but 3 millennia later, Acheron fell to the Hyborian barbarians. Now this caused the high priest Exultan to flee to the south of Stygia. Now here comes in Conan, and he learnt from the priest of Jura that Exultatan's power could only be broken by the means of the Heart of Ahriman. The trail of the jewel led to a pyramid in the Stygian desert outside Blackwalled Chemi. Winning the Heart of Ahriman, Conan returned to face his foes. Now, if you want to actually learn a little bit more about Exultatan and the inner stories of that and the King's Scourge, Eradication's video is actually excellent for explaining a lot of this stuff, so I highly recommend you go over there. But pretty much to sum it up, the Heart's powers are not fully known. And in the books it states, in the words of Exultatan, "My necromantic knowledge is greater than the sum of all knowledge of other men, yet I do not know the full power of the jewel." So I have a very sneaky suspicion, and a very big suspicion, that perhaps this season and this content drop, we're going to be looking into perhaps using the heart, or having some big references around it, or perhaps we'll be delving deeper into sorcery and getting some new necromancy spells or something like that, now that we have the heart in our hands. The lore page actually specifically goes over some of the actual powers the heart can offer. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do see things like this coming into the game as well, being this stated. And I'll quote some of the powers and stuff now. A few of its powers include magic resistance, the ability to bring the dead to life as mummies, and give the mummy the illusionary semblance of life. This life is a sham, however, and the holder of the heart can withdraw it at any time. The Heart of Ahriman is an artifact with the following powers. It grants its possessor spell resistance. You can create greater undead. So you could be seeing, you know, we lost the witch doctor feat. We could be seeing this coming back in this update, due to this being a very good heart to use that for. It would grant you the ability, you know, to make mummies, cast great undead, and take their life whenever you like. You could equate it to how Iwa does their necromancy, where you can actually summon minions to come and help you, or you could equate it to how we can summon zombies. But I have a feeling now we can use this to perhaps summon skeletons and undead and stuff like that. This gemstone also gives you the power of resurrection. It functions at the 20th level of ability. So we could be having to level this gem perhaps in the game. Maybe they will do a mechanic like that where you level and power it up or something like that. maybe that's what the work table is for. It also quotes, "But there is no limit on the age of the creature resurrected. As stated, the holder of the heart can dispel effect at any time, instantly killing a creature that has been resurrected by the jewel. Using this power does not age or weaken the holder of the heart." So this is a very mysterious gem, and I do reckon it is the one that we are going to be using in this next chapter. I have a very good feeling about it, especially as they have been spoiling it so much. Now, they do have some other spoilers in here as well, though, that we could go over. So let's take a look at this book. We can see, looking at the figure in the book, they kind of look like they're wearing an Asheronian kind of outfit, like we've kind of seen in game already, with the sorcerers wearing certain clothing and having that flap below their legs and all of that. It looks very much like we're getting, perhaps this could be a new outfit that we get, or a new NPC we come across. But I have a feeling you could probably see a new outfit out of this. It does look a lot like a Cyberman, not gonna lie. But hey, we had the basketball hood last time. Why not a Cyberman for this time, right? This could either refer to the new people we're going to meet and talk to. Perhaps there's going to be a new faction coming in, like we had the Khitan mercenaries. Perhaps we will have these guys that will teach us about the heart of Ahriman, and we will have all of that. That might be the case, or it might just be a new outfit and they're talking about it. We also have this image that came out very, very recently, and it is a scroll, and the words are pointing to a different outfit here and a hooded figure. Now, we got to remember in the last chapter we were collecting sorceress, beings for Mechamosa. So we were collecting all this information on how he could do sorcery within the exiled lands still, because he didn't know about that pretty much. Now, I highly suspect maybe we will hear a little bit more about him in this chapter, but we will have to wait and see. But perhaps this is going to be his higher priests we're going to see coming to the land, perhaps testing the sorcery. But the robes on them look very familiar to one of the outfits they released last season. So I have a feeling perhaps it has something to do with Mechamosa, or this could be more Asheronian looks here coming in, Asheronian priests or something like that. But it does highly look like that, and what I suspect. It could also be a warning letter from scouts perhaps on what new sorcerers are coming to the exiled lands that we have to be worried about. As you can see, it's a tattered page, it's got blood spread on it, so this could perhaps be a warning on what we have to battle as well coming to the exiled lands, now that perhaps Mechamosa has learnt about sorcerers. Maybe they are acting up a bit and trying to protect themselves from the new threat coming to us. Anyways, this is a lot of speculation, but I can definitely see there's Asheronian references and designs coming in here. And the red jewel does look a lot like the heart of Ahriman, so I am definitely very suspicious on it. And at the altar seemed to stand in the heart of a living fire, which pulsed and shimmered, dripping flakes of quivering golden flame on the black stones about it. This dazzling glow came from a great red jewel, which lay upon the altar, and in the reflection of which the priest looked ashy and corpse-like. That is a quote from Robert E. Howard, The Hour of the Dragon. So I suspect some more necromantic stuff. This is definitely hinting towards that a lot, and I really wouldn't be surprised if perhaps we're going to have a reintroduction of some of those, bringing the things back to life like we had with the witch doctor's feet that mysteriously disappeared from the Defari camp. Perhaps we are going to have a re-involvement of that, and we'll be able to cast more than just zombies. We'll now be able to have things like skeletons and skeletal beasts and whatever else they're thinking of bringing in. We will see. And the resurrection is very interesting as well, as quoted in here. Perhaps this is to do with the undead souls. We can resurrect them anytime we like, or perhaps it could mean something more. Let me know what you think either way. I'm sure we will find out very soon what this is all about. Perhaps we have a new ore currency, perhaps we have a new gem to level up. Whatever it might be, let me know what your thoughts are on this, and we will see more into it tomorrow, hopefully, and find out what it is actually all about. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!